So I just watched Spider-Man Brand New Day, directed by Daniel Destin Cretton. It follows Peter Parker after the events of No Way Home, and his decision to wipe his memory from the entire world. The MCU and I have a complicated relationship over the past couple of years, mostly leaning negative. And that's its own longer video for a later time. Apart from X-Men 97, which is as far removed from the main MCU canon as possible, I don't care about the MCU nowadays. Which is to say, apart from the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, and Loki, which is a TV show and a different discussion, this is the best MCU movie. It feels like a real movie that wasn't rushed and reshot and garbled up in post to fit the greater MCU timeline. And it has its own identity as a movie, and actually has themes that are executed in a nuanced and meaningful way, and it has amazing emotional moments that aren't undercut with terrible jokes, and it looks and feels great in its craft, and the action rips fucking ass and doesn't default to shoddy CGI squabbles, and it's a quintessential Spider-Man movie, something I haven't felt in a live-action Spidey since the Sam Raimi days, and when it does use MCU characters like the Hulk, and the Punisher, and Black Widow, and introduces Jean Grey and the X-Men, they don't feel shoehorned in, but rather they serve as a further extension of the themes of internal demons and how people deal with them, and it has one of the best twists of the entire MCU with the VMAX reveal, and it's the best Spider-Man performance from Tom Holland, and he's probably the definitive Spider-Man. Why is the writing good? Seriously, I didn't think anybody in the MCU still had the sauce. Of course it has its problems. It is stuffed to the brim with nonsense stuff, often to the movie's detriment. It doesn't fully escape the MCU-isms that I've come to be annoyed by. And I have some problems with how the Jean Grey backstory overpowers the narrative a bit, but my god, this was so good. It's the perfect example of how the MCU's way of storytelling can actually be used to create a meaningful, compelling stories inside a wider spiderweb of other characters. I still think the first two Raimi Spider-Man movies are better, but I think Brand New Day deserves to stand right beside them, as well as atop the MCU mountain as one of their best works. Probably ever. Oh, and I've never seen Stranger Things, and you guys have probably already known this, but we gotta push Sadie Sink to be one of our next megastars. She is phenomenal in this. 4 out of 5.